we just covered a significant amount of options that we have when using route maps for redistribution. So let's summarize everything that we have seen. First and foremost, if it's a permit sequence, it means redistribute. If it's a deny sequence for the route map, it means do not redistribute. If there are multiple match conditions, and they're all on the exact same line, they are treated as ORs, logical ORs, meaning this or this or this. You only have to match one of them. You don't have to match them all. However, if there's multiple match conditions and they're all on different lines, it means match this and this and this. So you have to match them all in order for you to match that particular sequence within the route map. If there is no match criteria listed in a sequence, it means match everything as we saw. Match everything, regardless. So it's known as the automatic match. It's like having that permit IP any, or in our prefix list, permit 0000/0 less than or equal to 32. Well, that's what this is. Create an empty sequence within the route map at the very end, and you override the implicit deny all rule at the end of the route map. So, as a reminder, top-down processing, immediate execution upon a match. So the default behavior, because of that implicit deny all rule, is to not redistribute. So if you apply a route map and it's to the redistribution process, if you're not explicitly permitted, then you will not be redistributed, because that route map is set up with that implicit denial to not allow you to be redistributed. This flowchart really puts it all together for us. It's outlining the flow of the route map. So you have a visual representation of it now. We have the very first sequence within our route map. Do we match the criteria in that very first sequence? If we do, we execute upon that very first sequence. Is it a permit or is it a deny? If it's a permit, we redistribute. If it's a deny, we do not redistribute. So if we are redistributing because it's a permit, apply whatever the set conditions are inside of that particular sequence. What if we do not match the very first sequence? Let's look at the second sequence. Do we match any of the conditions in the second sequence? Yes or no? If we do, based on whether it's a permit or deny, we'll determine whether we redistribute or we don't redistribute, and whether we apply set statements or not. And we continue to go down through the list, sequence by sequence in order, until we reach the last one. The last one. Do we match the very last one? Yes or no? If we do, fine, apply. If we don't, we have that implicit deny all at the very end of the route map. And that implicit deny all says, do not redistribute. So therefore, if your routes that you are trying to redistribute do not match any one of those sequence numbers, then at the very end, those routes do not get redistributed.